I think the key inclusion and diversity themes coming out for HR this year are quite encompassing around what HR should be focusing on anyway. I think the first one is around talent management, and I think the session that Ram Charan did at the first day of the conference was all encompassing and really focused on what HR should be focusing on for talent and how they should deliver and develop their talent. I think the other aspect is around social trends and really understanding what's going on in the external environment and the impact that will have on your business. And I'm being very clear that every business is different, and therefore the social trends will have a different impact on each. And I think the final one is getting business ready to really focus on inclusion and diversity. And the reason I say that is that more and more organisations and government are expecting organisations to be able to give feedback on what they're doing around inclusion and diversity from a pitch perspective. So when they're looking at getting business, they want to know what you're doing around inclusion and diversity, which absolutely links it back to the bottom line and is absolutely critical that our senior leaders and our leaders across the business can really articulate why that's important for us and really be authentic in what they're saying. Well, some of the issues I've mentioned, how we've dealt with them at Nomura, and I would highlight here that Nomura is quite unique at the moment. We're 2 years in as an organisation. The acquisition of Lehman was back in 2008, so it was really building a new firm and really focusing on the culture within that firm. For example, we've had a massive build out in the US, and that continues to grow. So some of the areas that are critical to us are that talent piece and how we attract the best talent into the business, and you will hear many organisations talk about that, but for us it's about retaining the top talent as well, and we've got really clear evidence that the top talent are staying with us. The other element is really from a global perspective understanding the social trends and what that means from our wider HR agenda and therefore our business agenda. And then we're also working really closely with our business to really focus on how we embed inclusion and diversity into everything we do. And we have a very senior steering group that really focus on that and really put the business to task to make sure they're delivering against it. I think the key areas that still need to be addressed for inclusion and diversity, and I think the key thing for me is making sure that HR are fully up to speed with what inclusion and diversity means and what it means for their specialism and what it means for their business. What I'm seeing in organisations is that we still have inclusion and diversity teams, and I'm not saying that we should get rid of that, but it should be the responsibility of everybody within HR to think about how they weave and embed inclusion and diversity thinking into what they already do. And that is the only way that will really make inclusion and diversity and becoming really bias-free organisations systemic and sustainable.